It's a wonderful day. It's a new edition of the program on Fliptv. I'm Christian Chuku, and I want to say welcome to all our viewers all around the world and all around Nigeria. Let's go to the newspaper this morning. We have the Vanguard and also Daily Sun. Once again, I will say welcome to our President, General Muhammad Buhari. He returned from his trip in the UK. Now, the headline on and in the newspapers this morning, we have Vanguard saying that insecurity, service chiefs know what's wrong. Insecurity in the country, Buhari is saying that service chiefs know what's wrong. And also, at the top, says FG lifts ban on new SIM registration. FG lifts ban on new SIM registration. Now, Ganduje orders reside Dangote, BUA and others on sugar field. Ganduje orders has reconciled Dangote and BUA or sugar field. Now, looking at the down part of it, it says AG IGP disbands police monitoring units in Lagos, Port Harcourt. AG IGP disbands police monitoring units in Lagos, Port Harcourt. Now, Southwest PDP Congress, why I consider defeat, says Olafeso. Another story on the Vanguard is saying 8 power plants down. 8 power plants down. Minister apologizes. That's for the Vanguard newspaper. Now let's go to the Sun newspaper this morning. The Sun is saying the headline, government officials behind kidnapping. That's from news headlines this morning. We'll be moving over to our reviewers' analysis on the headlines. Mr. Michael Adekule is not here, but will be here tomorrow to also do what he knows how to do best. We know that the situation of the country is in a dilemma. It is dicey. And also we should know that everyone should put their hands on deck in making sure that we have a better society in the country. And I want to make welcome one of our reviewers this morning for the analysis on the news. One of our reviewers are here this morning for the analysis. Before he comes, let's look at the other areas, the news topics this morning on the newspaper. Now, he's saying that the FG lifts ban on new SIM registration. The federal government lifting ban on new SIM registration. Now, we know that for the past months, there was a directive from the Minister of Communications that there should the stoppage of registration of SIM so that everyone can register for their NIN. But now, the news this morning is that the federal government has lifted the ban on new SIM registration. Let's call on Mr. One of us, Mr. Raphael. Mr. Raphael. Mr. Raphael. Now, looking at other parts of the news, AG IGP disbands police monitoring units in Lagos, Port Harcourt. AG IGP disbands police monitoring units in Lagos and Port Harcourt. Now, looking at Twitter having its base in Africa, and their base has been positioned in Ghana. Then the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, has said that Lai Mohammed blames Nigerians for Twitter's decision to locate African headquarters in Ghana. Lai Mohammed blames Nigerians for Twitter's decision to locate African headquarters in Nigeria. Now, Southwest PDP Congress, it says, why I consider defeat. The Southwest PDP Congress, Olafeso is saying, telling us the reasons why he considered defeat. That you can see on page 10. Another headline that is making rounds this morning is that government begs judiciary workers to call off strike. The workers of the judiciary are on strike, but government is begging these workers to call off their strike this morning. As we wait for our reviewers, let's see your comments coming on. What do you think? What are you going to say about Buhari saying that the service chiefs know what is wrong? What are you going to say about this? Insecurity in the country. The president came back yesterday and he made a statement saying that service chiefs know what is wrong. That means we all along battling insecurity. The government know what is wrong, confessed by the henchmen in the country. We're going to look at page 5. We're going to read this on page 5. What Buhari said on page 5. Service chiefs know what's wrong. Now, according to the Vanguard, it says Abuja President Muhammad Buhari said yesterday that the new service chiefs were doing their best to contend with the security situation in the country. Buhari, who spoke in an interview with newsmen shortly on arrival from his medical trip to the United States, to the United Kingdom, also gave an insight into how the new Inspector General of Police, IGP Usman Baba, was appointed. On the performance of the new service chiefs so far, the president said, oh yes, they have been in the system all the way. They know what is wrong, they know what is right, and I think they are doing their best. I hope their best will be good enough for Nigeria. That is on page 5. Buhari saying that the service chiefs, they know what is wrong in the country as pertaining security. Also, the Benue governor came and made his own part of the statement. The Benue governor Samuel Otom, that has been faced with a series of attacks from bandits in the country, and he gave his own part of the statement. He's saying that government knows what is wrong. Government knows what is wrong, and if government knows what is wrong, then it is the prerogative, it is the responsibility of government and government officials to take responsibility and know what they need and have to do when it comes to security problems in the state. We can also see your comments this morning. We can get your comments this morning on how do you look at the policy of the NIM that has affected SIM registration in Nigeria. How do you look at the policy of NIN that has affected SIM registration in Nigeria? Just recently, the federal government lifted a ban on the new SIM registration. That means everyone in Nigeria can go and get a new SIM as the federal government has lifted the ban on registration. Yeah. Now let's go over to our reviewers. They are here this morning, and I'm going to talk to a wonderful person, Mr. David. Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How's everything? The president is back from his medical trip. He's back from his medical trip. My question this morning is that what will change now that he's back? Should we expect changes?
Good morning to our lovely viewers. Even when the president left the shores of the country, nothing has changed. And now that he's back, I don't expect any change from him, because he has not made any tremendous. Now that he's back, I need the address. The NAFTA, as of yesterday, they went embarked on a 7 days morning strike, and these are critical issues that need to be addressed. The judiciary system are on strike, the healthcare sector is on strike. So the key sectors of the government, majority of them are on strike. So now, and the government is saying there are no enough funds to pay these workers that are being on strike now. So the president coming back on this time now should issue diverse means on which these people need to be paid, because their salary is very, very important for them to take care of their family, because you cannot work and still work at the end of the month when you're expected to be paid, and still you didn't get any money to be paid. Your morale would be down. So I believe the president should think outside the box. I know he has always been a dullard from onset, but I believe now is his time. He should prove to be the president of the country.
And one of the statements by him is saying that service chiefs know what's wrong. Barry is saying that service chiefs know what's wrong. Is he supposed to be saying such a thing, or they should be taking responsibility?
Mr. President, sorry, let me use this word. Mr. President, see, I don't know apology on this. Mr. President is not competent. These are people you appointed. These people report directly to you. So why should you be saying service chief knows what is wrong? You appointed them. You appointed them. So now every decision that these people should take, at least you must be informed. If they are not competent, why did you appoint them? Now these people are not answerable to us.
Okay.
They are answerable to the president. So the president should seek for a way to liaise with them. Coming out and start telling us that service chief knows what is wrong. Since Mr. President has lost his senses. He has lost his senses. Now he himself knows what is wrong. That means if the service chief knows what is wrong, the president also knows what is wrong, because these people report directly to the president. They don't report to Nigerians. So let Mr. President is what? Accountable to us, just like the way Mr. Service Chief is what? Accountable to the president. So these are what? Chain of what? Hierarchy. The what? Service chiefs report to the president, and the presidency, in quotes, report to we Nigerians. So Mr. President should not tell us now. Actions need to be done. If heads needs to be rolled, heads needs to be rolled. Yesterday in one local government in state, Borno State, Kanturu, about 80 persons lost their life in Borno State. And now Mr. President might not even be aware that the new IG has been appointed, because of when he was alighted from the what Air Force jet. See the way he was looking at the new IGP. Maybe he has not even met him before. It was the cover that even appointed the new IGP. Mr. President was not aware, because if truly he was aware, the way he looked at the IG, you shouldn't have looked at him that way, because if he's someone he was surprised. Because the way he looked at the IG yesterday, if truly Mr. President facilitates the appointment of the new IG, he shouldn't have been looking at him that way. You know what he did yesterday? He was not looking at that. Oh, this young man. So I believe the president should think outside the box. And then again, I want to say this again. Our economy is diminishing every day, and now inflation is now the order of the day. Let the president let there be a lasting solution to it. Nigerians are not happy with the current situation of things. And then when it comes to insecurity now, the new now, Lai Mohammed said something yesterday. He said that the reason the CEO of Twitter choose Ghana over Nigeria just to,
because of the way we are demarketing Nigeria. No,
he said because so many Nigerians are they are unpatriotic.
And demarketing the country.
That should not be what Alhaji Lai Mohammed should be saying now. Now I listened to the CEO of Twitter. He said he chose Ghana over Nigeria just because of two things. One, insecurity made him choose Ghana, just for him to place Twitter's headquarters because of one, insecurity, and then again with epileptic power supply, and then again our exchange rates. These are three factors. These are three key factors. If you want to invest your business as an investor, you need to look at security. Insecurity is paramount. If you are an investor, you cannot invest your money in a country that is not safe. You cannot invest your money when there is no constant power supply. You cannot invest your money when the exchange rate is dwindling. That is what the CEO of Twitter said. Now, Alhaji Lai Mohammed had to come to the public and start misleading the public. this is what colors of me.
Now the FG have lifted ban on SIM.
Uh,
You can now register your SIM. Now the former law that was enacted, what benefit has it been to Nigeria?
leave that one is no news. Even now, Nigerians are even praying that their SIM card should be banned because it is of no use. The minister of digital communication, the person of Issa Pantami, has he also registered his own SIM? Has he also registered his SIM? This is the same man US has placed under watch, has linked him as terrorism now. Why? I still at this time now he should not be in that office. If truly Buhari is fighting what? Insecurity. Now a report indicted him of being sponsoring what Boko Haram and what and this terrorist group Al-Qaeda. The presidency or the president has swept that report under their carpet because each and everyone within the office of that president, within the office of the presidency, everyone working with the president directly knows something about this insecurity. They are benefiting from him now. It's about me has come out to debunk the statement, but now American government is saying they still hold on to their fact. Now America would not just come out and say things they are not sure of if they don't have facts. America said they will release about 100 facts that has indicted the minister of communication. Now Buhari saw that facts. Buhari kept mute. Alhaji Lai Mohammed even came up on board to debunk such facts instead of liaising with America to checkmate how true is it. It's important to me I know had been a terrorist. Now this is a man that claimed he was a lecturer in Saudi Arabia, and now America said this man has been grooming terrorists. He has been working hand in hand with what Al-Qaeda group. Now and the president has not said anything. He said this man should not even be in office as I'm speaking to you now. But now due to Nigeria has become a lawless place whereby the law does not catch up with the bourgeoisie. Yeah, the bourgeoisie. These are prominent people in the society. The law can only only affect the common man.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. David. Nice one. Mr. Kwara, good morning. Good morning, sir. Buhari is back from his medical trip in the UK. Okay, I just want to ask this question this morning. Would there be any changes now that he's back?
Well, good morning. Good morning, esteemed viewers. My name is Mr. Chigozie, or Mazi, preferably Mazi Chigozie.
Okay.
Ndị be anyị ndewo, ana m ekele unu. Asị onye nụrụ be nwanne agbala ọsọ n'ihi na echi dị ime. Ndewo mọmị m Nkechi, ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma. Na ụmụ Biafra, ndị na-ebe ọbụla ha nọ, ọ ga-adịrị unu mma. Chukwu okike ga-akwado unu na nke ziri ezi unu na-eme ebe ọbụla unu nọ. Nke a bụ ekpere m na ekpere onye ọbụla. Ise. Yes, coming down to what you just said. Well, what does his presence mean? If his presence means nothing to us, then invariably his absence does not make any sense. So he was in the country before he left. So invariably nothing has changed. Even before he left, Nigeria, look at the inflation index, 18 points, over 18%. And what does that tell about our economy? It means invariably that our economy has totally collapsed. Imagine something you bought for, I went to get something, a material, I accompanied a friend to get a material for some little production. You see, something that was bought for just last week, 620 per bag or whatever they call it, now gets to 670 as of yesterday. You see, you can imagine the addition of 50 naira to what was originally meant to be sold for 620.
That's inflation.
You see, it is biting hard on the masses. And look at the governor of Edo State. Look at you saw the statement he made that the federal government should stop living in deception, in denial. They should tell the people that they have virtually the economy is already dead. People are on salary, and even though you have tens of thousands, the value has so depreciated that you could not imagine. You can't even. Sometimes you will be thinking, how did I lose money? That is the state we are. So the presence of the president or the so-called president does not make any sense. You see? And his absence, of course, will make no impact. Positive impact, I mean. So in this time, Nigerians are passing through very excruciating pain. However, odious or exasperating any situation, we have learned to keep our composure. But that notwithstanding, the essence of governance is to better the lot and the life of the citizens, economic-wise, social-wise. Imagine no amenities. Virtually within this urban region, everybody went home without lights. We wake up without NEPA, electricity.
8 power plants are down.
8 power plants are down in Nigeria. And you're calling yourself you're moving forward? Oh my God. This country is dead. How could a viable economy, in a viable economy, how would you expect 8 power stations, plants, 8?
And they're just apologizing.
Of course, they will keep on apologizing until Nigeria is doomed finally.
Let's also look at what Buhari is saying. He says insecurity, service chiefs know what is wrong. That statement coming from him, what does it show?
I didn't get your question, please.
Buhari is saying that the problem of insecurity in Nigeria, the service chiefs know what is wrong. So my question is that not a sign of irresponsibility on the part of the government?
Well, thank you. You have made the statement. Right. Is a leadership failure. By the way, the service chief, who do they report to? They report to the office of the president. Now, if the president is alleging or accusing them for the irresponsibility or inability to use their office to serve the people, it's invariably, and he's still returning them, it means that he is a more disastrous man. He's a more wicked man. You know that this person is incapacitated. He doesn't have the pedigree, the capacity to drive and to revamp the economy, to ensure that everyone within the competition called Nigeria is safe. It means, and you are still returning them, you are more stupid. Yes, because they are loyal to you. They report to, they are just your employee. So how could you come to tell me that they are useless? They know the problem of Nigerian situation, insecurity. Not just that we are suffering virtually every facet of our life as a people. Food insecurity, you can see the hike of foodstuff now. It's getting out of reach. With the little stipends, they have not, of course, they have not been able to offset so many arrears. Look at the pension fund has been emptied. How could a country that empties the pension fund that is meant for the senior citizens who have put in their service over 35 years or thereabout to the service of the nation, you emptied what should be meant for them at the retiree age, then what hope do you have as a country? It means that if anybody is retiring now There's no gratuity, not even pension for the person. It means you are preparing for more suicidal stage of your life by virtue of serving the Nigerian state. You can understand that everything is pointing to the fact that this entity called Nigeria is no longer existing. But how long do we keep on living in denial? Even the governor of Edo State, in person of Governor Baseki, came out to say CBN should stop that trash. They should stop deceiving the people. Look at of recent, they wanted to print about 60 billion naira or $60 billion. It shows that, imagine the cost of printing those new money, the cost, the effect on the Nigerian economy. Let alone, inflation has destroyed virtually the economy. Why? Because we have bad managers, not even leaders. So as long as we keep on living in denial, how could you give such sensitive responsibility to people who are novice, who are not economists, who are not technocrats, on the basis of compensation, political compensation, on the basis of they come from my own people, they are Fulanis, these are this. So you are almost, it's just an accident buying time to happen.
My last question, Lai Mohammed is blaming Nigerians because Twitter pitched his headquarters in Ghana. Now Lai Mohammed is blaming Nigerians for demarketing the country. That is why Twitter has put its headquarters in Ghana. So what can you say about this?
Of course, a man like that has exhausted his relevance. I think what he should be doing is start taking stock of his life rather than still engaging in politics and useless statements. What does that mean? Imagine, look at now, every investor that will want to visit Nigeria, they will first of all pass through the National Assembly, through these political elites, and they will negotiate on the basis of doing business. They will be compensated if the investors agree to their terms and conditions. Then they will allow them to run the business. But if the investors say no, we are not comfortable with that, they won't give them that enabling ground. First of all, for you to, the government policy affects investors, their policies and whatever. You see, if your policies are not conducive, if you have not created an enabling environment to attract foreign investors who are coming with their money to invest on your country, then how do you expect them to come? How do you keep on blaming the innocent citizens? Look at Ghana government. Ghana government attracts investors, foreign investors, heavy investors, multinational companies. Why? Because they have created enabling environment for the government, for the investors to strive. Look at when they come, the only condition the government of Ghana gave to those investors is that if you must work in this country, you must employ our people. You must treat them as citizens and not slaves. You must not enroll them as casual workers. All the benefits and entitlement that is due for them should be given to them. That is accrued to them to be given to them. They shouldn't be denied. You see, this is a government that meant well for her own citizens. There are food enabling environment and policies that will engender prosperity for her own people. But the reverse here is the case. You see, look at virtually 90% of Nigerian workers are casual workers. You see,
even in the banks.
I tell you, 90% are casual workers. By implication, that simply means you are not entitled to home allowances, hospital allowance, and so many allowances that is meant for somebody that is in active service. Who were responsible for this? The government themselves, the likes of so-called Lai Mohammed and his allies. You see, they should cover their faces in shame. It's unfortunate that Nigeria has been kept in such dilemma, and we are not getting out of this anytime soon. Why? Because they are only interested in their own welfare, and if that could only be achieved by treading on the masses, by stampeding on the masses, by destroying the masses, they will consider it the best option. It's quite unfortunate, but that is why we are calling for the secession of the Biafran state, because we are not recognized in this country. You can imagine that as a graduate, you cannot access any opportunity on the basis of merit. You see, they will force, if you are not from Fulani extraction, if you are not connected to any political affiliation, you have no connected or have no affiliation with any political inclined personality, forget about that. Is it a country that you expect will continue to exist? What is left for us to look at now, just as a young man? What are your prospects? What do you think you can achieve? Do you have the opportunities you dream for in this country? Everything is in shambles, and of course the only way is Biafra. And Biafra, when Biafra comes, we will feel better. When Biafra comes, we will take our own destiny in our hands. We will build a formidable state where ingenuity will drive the economy, where people will be given an opportunity to serve when you will take pride in serving your own country. You see, nobody, even the police, look at them, look at Area G here. They are haggard and hungry. That's why they engage in so many atrocities, breeding and so many crimes, abetting so many crimes, so that they can have a means of survival. But if they are well catered for, if they are well cared for, they won't indulge in so many atrocities. Look at, of recent, the president of the most powerful country, America, in the person of President Biden, have to kneel down to apologize to the son of Floyd that was killed. I saw the child, I saw the level of humility, I saw the level of tolerance. And that is sending a great message to everyone, every country, that the fact that you are at the top today does not mean you will not get down. But you are only needed to serve the people in humility. I love Biden for that act of humility.
Thank you very much, sir.
And that child will never forget such experience. Can we have a replica of that in this country? It's impossible.
A wonderful one for Mr. Chigozie. Thank you very much. Mr. Matthew, good morning.
Good morning.
How was your night? Buhari has returned to Nigeria. Now, is there any, should we expect anything new? Any changes now that he has returned?
Thank you very much. Matthew is the name. For me, even his absence did not make any difference. I think what is important is the people who are managing the country, who are managing the economy, they should look at putting the interests of the citizens above their parochial interests. Because if you look at every area of every structure of the country, it is either one problem or the other. I think because we are not getting it right. It's not even about a Buhari, an Osibanjo. The issue is our institutions are not functioning. What happens in Nigeria is the rule of man, not the rule of law. It's not because a Buhari is there today. The way Nigerian system is structured it is until you change the status quo. That is where you see institution working. The way it stands today, if another person becomes the president of Nigeria, he will still exercise that enormous power that is accorded to that office of the president. So what we are saying is that it's not about an individual, it is about the system.
Because he did not transfer power to his vice. That's why we are saying, because when they changed the IG of police, there was some kind of confusion. So now that he's back, do you think that there's going to be coordination amongst the different people in presidency?
In practice, he didn't transmit power to the vice president. But no, in principle, he didn't transmit power to the vice president. But in practice, vice president was actually performing most of those roles. Because we saw the vice president decorating the acting IG. And the president did not come out to say he was acting in contravention with his position. So to that extent, I think there's a synergy, there's a good working relationship between the two. I'm not questioning that. I'm questioning the whole system in Nigeria, that we need to overhaul the system for better, for efficiency.
Now, when Buhari came back, he said that service chiefs know what's wrong. So that statement from Buhari, what's your opinion? What would you take of it?
I think it's a self-indictment. Because if he's saying that the service chief knows what is wrong, and at the same time he's a commander of the armed forces, it implies that he's indicting his own office. Because by our standard, the box rests with Mr. President. The chief of army staff, the chief of naval staff, the chief of air staff, director of DSS, name it, they all report to the national security advisor, who is a subordinate to Mr. President. So by the time you are saying the services knows what is wrong, and we can still see kidnapping, we can still see killing, we can still see maiming, we can still see all manner of crime that is happening before now, it is unabating. It means something is fundamentally wrong, and it means he's indicting his own office.
Okay. Now, Lai Mohammed is saying that they are blaming the Nigerians for Twitter's decision to locate African nations headquarters in Ghana.
Come again?
Lai Mohammed, because Twitter placed its headquarters in Ghana instead of Nigeria. So Lai Mohammed is blaming Nigerians for that decision of Twitter.
The way I see it, I don't think Nigerians should take the blame. Because if you look at Twitter as an organization, just like any other organization for that matter, they look at policies of the government in the country they're operating. If the environment is not conducive for them to operate, they will not operate. So before they relocated their headquarters or their office from Nigeria to Ghana, it means here is no longer conducive for them. It is not only Twitter. We have seen in the past, as a result of harsh policies of the government, some multinational companies leaving the shores of this country. We have seen Michelin left Nigeria. We have seen at the point, even Unilever were threatening to pull out of Nigeria. Dunlop pull out of Nigeria. So I think it is the environment that necessitates whether a company stays in a country or not. But again, I think, look at the fine Nigerian government imposed on NTN at a point where I think actually there was a violation on their own part. But for me, that fine was too much, because you want to kill the company. How can you impose a fine of 4 trillion naira on a company? It means you want that company to liquidate.
So government should be blamed for that decision of Twitter.
Exactly. I'm saying that the government have 100% blame. Because if the environment is good for you to operate, they'll be here. Let me tell you this. Go and look at the oil and gas industry in Nigeria. Look at our petroleum industry bill. Since the inception of this democracy, all the Senate have tried to come about this petroleum industry bill. It have always failed. Why? Because all these oil companies, the major players in oil and gas, they are the ones cutting the shots. They influence the senators, the National Assembly members, and they dictate their tone. So what I'm trying to say in essence is, because they have the resources, and because they know that if they allow them to reshape and restructure the oil and gas industry in Nigeria, it's going to affect their own operation. That's why they are doing what they are doing. And because they know they don't want to leave because of the environment and the sector is lucrative here, that is why they are using their resources to influence that bill. And if you look at that bill, if that bill was allowed to stay true, if that it talks about so much about local content. For instance, as a vessel coming into Nigerian water, you must have a Nigerian sailor. But what that bill sought to do is to protect Nigerians so that you transfer technology. Why am I bringing this analogy? I'm bringing it to tell you that it is the working environment that makes a company to live or stay. If they now come about that industry bill and share Chevron, ExxonMobil, most of these multinational players in our oil and gas, if they feel that the law is not conducive for them, they will pull out. So in a nutshell, any country that pulls out of Nigeria is as a result of harsh policy and environment in Nigeria, necessitated by the government, not the citizens.
Thank you, Mr. Matthew. A wonderful one. Thank you very much, sir. That's Sunday.
Good morning.
Good morning. How was your day? How was
We
your
dey
night?
fine.
Buhari is back now.
Wetin come to do before? Since we dey here, wetin do?
He's back.
I know my one make come back there. Which wetin come do now?
Will
We
anything change now that he's back?
Okay, now they ask una, then nothing will change. Even though live like may come back, may just Nigeria. Even though we still get small peace when they for where we no know unknown location.
No,
When
it was when he left that they attacked Imo State prison.
Na him, they know who attack those ones. Why will he tell us that insecurity service chief know what is wrong? Who said it? The president say service chief know what is wrong. That is to tell you that they know what happened in that place. And the problem is the governor, they conspire so that especially that Imo State governor, we know what happened in that police station. Because a police headquarters cannot be attacked. And the whole police division around the state, nobody will come for rescue mission. What are you telling me? Police headquarters, nobody, all the police branch will not come for rescue mission to find out what is happening, and you tell me that it's a conspiracy. That is army arrangement. All the government, not only in all of them know what happened in that place. You understand? They know what happened in that place. They want to damage the image of the ESN because they have targeted on them that they are the one that take up.
Okay, it's a plan.
It's a plan work now. If not a plan work, other people must from another place come to fight police, because let me tell you, only this area G sef, let them try to attack only area G.
Area F.
Pensilema will come, Red House will come, Grammar School will come, area F will come. Then what are you telling me? Are we deceiving ourselves? Is it how we continue to be full? You understand? So for him to tell us that the service chief know what is wrong means that all of them in that seat of power know what is happening in Nigeria.
That means we are in trouble.
You don't know that Nigeria is in trouble before, because the government has sold us out to killer, to bandit, so that this man, president, Buhari, what do I call him? He no value Nigeria. Oh. Me and you no get money to travel abroad. AC, in the fear, make them no use AC, kill him. That's why wrong. Go collect fresh AC. For unknown location. They just tell UK. You know, even though for UK, UK no get location. Now unknown location in UK, Buhari day. And now he don't come back. People are happy. Who they happy?
They know the location.
Thank God, me and Mr. Kule, we are not happy because he had no value to my life. It's only those ones that go to salute him. They do this thing. Those ones that they are happy, and some people are not happy also.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And you know one thing in Nigeria, the problem is not our politicians. They know the truth, but they can't say it. They know what is happening, but they can't say it. Look at Ohaneze is warning federal government that they should not. They are using their own hand, their own character, attitude to break Nigeria. Nigeria is only by the grace of God. If I thought say God still remember Nigeria, only the grace of God that will make Nigeria escape this 2021. You understand?
Okay. Now, Lai Mohammed is blaming Nigerians for Twitter not being in Nigeria, but in Ghana. He's blaming Nigeria because the way Nigerians talk about Nigeria, that's why he's blaming Nigeria. So what would you say about that?
Forget Lai Mohammed. Are they not the one during NSAS that almost they soon Twitter to court because he support the youth? And the Twitter man know that his life is not safe here. If he virtually open that Twitter office here, the government will go after him. Either they will hire people to kill him, and they kill Gokada. That man that have Gokada, they kill him. Nothing good come from this. They are come from this country. Nigeria is caused already. Nothing good come from here. I happy for the Twitter man. He carry him to where? Ghana. Ghana is benefiting from it. And this is what will make many of our youth to have many jobs. But because of the wicked and devil leader and government people luring us in devil character, they are the one that make the man to run away with the world supposed to belong to us. Because Twitter respect Nigeria. The man, he did not keep whether tribal, whether he's white or be black. He know people that use Twitter, and he know people that have more followers in that Twitter. Many Nigeria are there. Many of our celebrities are there. You understand? You want to honor Nigeria, but because of the wicked government we have, they pursue them away. Because if it is you, what will you do? During ESA, the youth are clamoring, disturb, kind of things is not going well. And this man say, okay, let this thing go by. He give them chance, everybody free. That time, Twitter free for everybody, but after the ESAs, what happened? Are they not taking his life? Is it not the same Laila Mohammed that come out to talk? I don't know his name. Whether na Laila Mohammed, now we know. You know, concern me, that one na Laila in the talk. He said that Nigeria made Twitter come out. The any of our fight Twitter. Arrest TV, that take their answers live everywhere they are going in that Lekki toll gate. They almost closed Arrest TV. And you are telling me many investors have left this country because of the bad leader, because of Laila Mohammed and co that is speaking. Nigeria chase Twitter away. Because of the same Laila Mohammed, nothing is growing in this country. In with the Anko and Buhari and all of the evil way they put for there. But I told them one day, God will vindicate them and nobody will rescue them.
Thank you.
Now we
Thank you,
are get for them.
Thank you, Mr. Sonny. Mr. Kunle, good morning.
Yeah, morning.
How was your day? How was your
we
night?
thank God.
I can see you're looking wonderful this morning.
And thanks,
our president is back.
Thanks for having us.
Our president is back. Is there any new thing we expect?
There's no new thing. Before he left, there will be no new thing. When he come back, there will be no new thing.
No,
you know.
No, he went to refresh himself.
No, that refreshment is all about his health. It's survival of the fittest. You know, he has to first of all survive before he can. You know, but I think nothing new that is coming along with the president this time around. It's not the first time the president will go on medical sabbatical leave and come back, and still the same story still goes on. So I don't see anything new, except you want to tell me somebody else is going to replace Mr. President, which is not possible. He has to finish his tenure. You know, he has 223 to go, Abi?
Yeah.
So we all will, you know, this is what we have found ourselves, and we have to just cope with it till that time.
Okay, now that the president is back, he's saying that insecurity, service chiefs know what's wrong. What will you say about that?
Say service chief know what?
What is wrong? Buhari is saying that the service chiefs know what is wrong.
If service chief know what is wrong, and they are saboteurs, they are not even allowing the service chief to achieve, you know, they know what is wrong, but the next thing is to hit the ground running to tackle what is, you know, wrong now. But they are saboteurs all around, you know, they are saboteurs. So what I mean, the more you look, the less you see. That is what the security of Nigeria is. They are people. The government themselves, they came out that they've seen some, you know, they've discovered some financials of this terrorist that's been sending money. So what happened to them? I expect them to name the shame. They must have started naming the shame now, you know, but we've not heard any name, you know. But if it is a common man that commits any crime now, it's easier for them to place his picture on this thing. But are you telling me now that there are some people that are above the law? There are some elements of this in this country that are above the law, that they've acquired a lot of wealth, our common wealth, and they are using it to terrorize us against in this country. I think the problem we are having now needs a concrete solution by the president, by all the politicians. Let them come together and put an end, say no to all this terrorism again. Once they come together with one mind and say they don't want this terrorism in Nigeria again, they can achieve it. They know themselves. Political vendetta is part of what we're seeing in this terrorism. You know, you win the election, I will make the country not ungovernable for you. I've lost out, but you will not have peace. I've lost out in court, but you yourself will not have peace to rule. All these things has been happening. We remember during Mr. Jonathan time too, some similar things happened. You know, what I'm so even concerned about now, look at those girls, those innocent girls that have been abducted for years now. Nobody talk about them. Nobody talk about them. Look at Chibok's there. Look at Leah Sharif, you know, Shuaibu. Look at him. We've not even heard anything about her again. So I feel so sad about what is going on around in this country.
Okay, one more. Lai Mohammed is blaming Nigerians for Twitter not putting its headquarters in Nigeria and taking it to Ghana. He's blaming Nigeria because the way Nigeria speak about the country. they are demarketing the country, so it's blaming Nigerians. What will you take of this?
Is it blaming Nigerians, or is going to blame them? Because all around the world now, everybody knows Nigeria is the most corrupt. I think there was an index that came out that Nigeria is the one of the top most corrupt countries in the world. So that one alone is enough to deter Twitter from citing there. You know, and they want to know, look at your government. The Nigerian government doesn't have democracy credentials at all. We have no good democracy credentials. You know, when you see how you treat your masses, they have to voice out. They have to give space for people to voice their mind out. You know, you say democracy is of the government of the people, by the people, and for the people, right? And is the government now? Is it for you? The government is not for you. It's not for me. They are not. They are just for themselves. They are just to enrich themselves. So Twitter will not come into an insane country, insane, you know, political terrain like Nigeria, because the way things are now, we are not getting our bearings right. And I want to say something to our IPOB guys: stop killing police, please. Stop killing police. Police are fathers. They are fathers to some children. Don't turn all these children to orphans, please. What you need, the problem you have.
Do you have any evidence to back that IPOB are killing police?
No. What is going on in Southeast now? The police has been attacked everywhere. Who is the?
By IPOB?
It might be anyone. I don't know. Who are the unknown government? Who are this thing? I don't know. But the problem, I'm not happy that you're killing all these guys. You know, well, nevertheless, they are not on a good page with me. Likewise,
Nigeria government.
Unknown government. Unknown government. Anything they have, unknown government. They should give Southeast a peace, right? Because if there's no peace in Southwest, there cannot be peace in Southwest here. You know, that is one thing I'm saying. Let's start from the politicians. You know how you voted all these politicians in. Take them on one by one. You know, the police are just average Nigerians, frustrated Nigerians that you know, they use that frustration to join police. So we look at it from that angle, that if they don't have good remuneration, if they are frustrated, we will not have peace. So let's enforce these people to take care of the Nigerian police. You could see the answers has come and has gone. So everybody has learned his lessons. Even the police, they learned their lessons. So I just don't support killings. If it is these leaders that swallows our money, you
face them.
Yes, that is it. That is it. Let's face them, please. That's the leader. I'm particular about the leaders, where one person is accumulating billions of naira, and one person is on the street, that is not sure of his 1 square meal a day to eat. So look at the differences. These are the guys that are creating hunger in this country. These are the politicians that are creating hunger in this country.
Now,
so
the people versus the politicians.
Yeah, it's the people versus the politicians. And we have we can do it as Obama said. Yes, we can. If you can get our bearings together, we can. How many are they? How many are the politicians? After all, we use our thumb to bring them into all these positions they have now. Now we can use our thumb likewise. And if we see anything, if youth, look at what happened in Ghana like 5 years ago. When Ghana want to take their liberty, the situation of things, they want to take over the situation of things in Ghana. That enough of this mess. They came out en massively and they voted and they manned their votes, their polling units, that nothing is going to happen. It's who we want to be there.
They voted the
thanks, Ralph, man, for even saying that.
Okay, thank you,
man. Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Raphael, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Our president is back.
Oh, Mr. President is back?
Yeah, he's
But
back.
this is not first time he took a trip to UK.
He's back. Is there any change?
No, he has been taking trips on and on. This isn't the first time Mr. President took a trip to UK. So I wonder why they should bring this man on the front page of newspaper to show the whole world that he is back. Mr. President took a trip in 2017. He stayed 3 months in UK. The parking space, no more rages.
$1,000 per day.
£1,000 per day. Do you know how much is £1,000? You are talking about over 600,000 naira every day. How much do you think, if we are working in a company, each of us here are being paid or is being paid? Our aircraft, presidential jet, is accumulating bill of £1,000 per day in the UK.
So now that he's back, you are trying to tell the whole world that he's back. I don't think you're supposed to make a news. This is just a laughing stock.
Now he made a statement that shocked us.
A laughing stuff, man.
He's saying that service chiefs know what is wrong. Buhari is saying that service chiefs know what is wrong.
Thank you so much. Service chief knows what is wrong by Buhari.
Confession.
A true confession. Okay, anyway, maybe Brutaya must have made phone call, must have called Mr. President while he was lying on his hospital bed in the UK and told him what was wrong with insecurity in Nigeria. Maybe that was an information, a classified information from Butai.
Maybe.
From Butai to Mr. President on his hospital bed in the UK. What's it all about with Nigerian security? Butai must have narrated the whole problem to him. No. What is wrong with insecurity in Nigeria? Service chief, no. That's what Buhari said. Something happened. Something transpired over there while he was in the hospital. Okay, Butai, you had a dialogue with him while he was in the hospital. Then you told him who are responsible for the insecurity in Nigeria. Probably that the service chiefs, all of them know. Okay, that was or should be what you brief Mr. President when he was in the UK. You as an ambassador of who? We don't know the country because Ikekwe, you are thinking that maybe IPOB will Kechota Gidia Kwogi Bobo. That's why you are hiding the location of the country whose ambassador you are. The country which Butai is an ambassador, we don't know. You and I don't know. All we know is that an ambassador post has been given to Butai, the retired chief of army staff. That was last month. But I don't think it should be. Because a retired service chief should not go to another country and stay as an ambassador. It should have been with the security chiefs to ginger them, to tell them to at least profile solution. No, Butai should be part of the insecurity solution in this country, but I don't know what he's doing. Butai is outside as an ambassador. Woo! This is just like, is it not like a dream? Okay, let's say it's just like a superstitious story. Eta, akuko info. Well, Butai as an ambassador, he leaked some classified information to Buhari that his colleague in the service chief, they know what's up with Nigerian security. But he has not come out to. Buhari did not tell us who leaked this information to him, but I know. You over there, we know that there must be a conversation that went on and on when he was in his hospital bed in the UK on who is responsible for insecurity in Nigeria. So, probably the service chief, IG, Irabo, chief of defense staff. No, Atahiru, chief of army staff. Okay, maybe Alao Isiaka, the Yoruba man, the chief of naval staff. Okay, well, this security, the cause of insecurity in Nigeria, service chief, they know. Okay, well, maybe Sheku Sani, Garba Sani, or Garba Sheku, the one who said that it's going to take us how many years to solve the issue of insecurity, coupled with Butai. Butai said it's going to take us the next 20 years to solve the issue of insecurity. Anyway, maybe Butai made that confession to Buhari when Buhari was lying in his hospital bed in the UK.
Mr. Raphael, since they know, why can't they handle and give solutions to this insecurity in Nigeria? Since they know.
That's a very good question. Another good question again. Since the service chief know the cause of insecurity in Nigeria, why have they not arrested the situation since? That's the question from my correspondent. Okay, because they politicize it, they make money from it, don't you think? The kind of money they budgeted for insecurity there, every year, bonds, billions, to purchase arms. While as yet, there is as yet no arms, no sophisticated weapon.
$1 billion.
Thank you. No sophisticated weapon was purchased. Okay, the money went into their pockets. That's why they could not arrest the situation since. For how many years? Nigeria has been tackling the issue of Boko Haram insurgency. No solution. Each year, each annual expenditure budgets, Nigeria pumping billions of naira into insecurity, insurgency in the north.
And yet no.
Well, there is at yet no solution. Nothing to have been done since to arrest the situation in the southeast Okay, that might be the question, but let me tell you, Brutai knows. That's why he said that those service chiefs know. Atahiru know. He knows. That's why he could not even assume office. He sent jet fighter to Olu. He bombed everybody in the bush. Yes, Olu, Imo State. Olu, Imo State to Atahiru, the current chief of army staff. Olu people are the cause of insecurity in Nigeria. Okay, that's why they should go there and bomb them. No, now. That's why he flew jet to Olu and kill all of them. Oh, okay, no. The issue of insecurity in Nigeria, IPOB is the problem.
No.
Okay, no. What about ESN? Okay, that's why they after ESN.
The president has said it. He said the service chiefs know what is wrong.
Yes, they know. They don't know. They know. That's why it's good to go to Benue State and kill all of them. To go to Ibarakwa, Abrekwa, what's the name of that? Aganga and Ibarakwa and the Yewa South in Imo State. Those farmers whose farmland has been grazed and grazed and grazed by Fulani colonies. The Ruga people, they ate all their crops in their farm in Yawa South. Yawa South of Ogun State. Then the residents came out en mass to protest what was going on there. What happened? Nigerian soldiers connived with those farmer herdsmen, beat those villagers stupor. They even shot some. Okay, now they are the cause of insecurity in Nigeria.
What should we do as a people?
As a people, okay, that's why I'm asking the question, because I should ask the service chief. I don't have gun, I don't shoot gun. I'm a man of peace. We are trying to proffer solution here. So the best thing is to invite Brutai. Brutai should be among people that should proffer solution to insecurity in this country, to arrest the situation. Okay, let us. They know. The service chief, they know. Now you are dancing to my tune. Okay, wait, it's not right. We are going to invite General Ihedrika, the former chief of army staff during Jonathan. He know. Then General Azazi. Yeah, that died of a plane crash, I think. Yeah, with Yobe, this thing. When the helicopter, this thing had crash. I think you could remember. Azazi, you know. Secretary, okay, General Malu, no. He was chief of army staff, I think, during Buhari, Obasanjo regime.
That the government is responsible.
Government of Buhari is responsible for insurgency in Nigeria. Then let me address you guys over there. Finally, let me tell you, for the insecurity in Nigeria to be a thing of the past, everybody should come together. OPC, Arewa, the people in the north there, Agbeshu boys, Agbekoya boys, IPOB, ESN, Ebubagu should even be among. OPC, the Yoruba man, the Igbo man, the German, the Hausa man, the militants in the Niger Delta, they should all come. Biafra Avengers, everybody should come together. Let us proffer solution to arrest insecurity in Nigeria. Let me tell you, rise up against herdsmen terrorism in Nigeria.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Raphael. Mr. Lucky, good morning.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. God bless you. Thank you. I'm so happy this morning. My brother spoke very well. My brother Ojuku spoke very well. But one thing I love him for it to admit that we all come together and fight this common enemy. And this is what I've been saying for long, that when we come together, we defeat our enemy. And that's what he just said now. Not only IPO, not only other people, but IPO, everybody come together and defeat this monster called Buhari.
How can we do this? How can we come together? How do you think we can come together? How do you think we are coming? You are the Ebubagu.
Yes, they refuse Ebubagu. That's why I claim it. Because I will go to East and fight those monsters there. Who are the monsters? These are Fulanis. And if they refuse, now thank God, he has agreed this morning. My brother has agreed this morning that Ebubagu and IPOB and other Niger Delta militants come together. I'm happy with him. That is good. This is what I've been saying since they rejected it. You can't fight government. You can't fight government. If we talk outside world, America, those one can fight their government. But Nigeria here, we can't fight government because of hunger. Nigerians are hungry. So you can't fight them. That is it, my brother. What's the latest?
Okay, Lai Mohammed is blaming Nigerians for the headquarters of Twitter being in Ghana. He's blaming Nigerians. Why Twitter refused to put his headquarters in Nigeria and he took it to Ghana? Do you think that is
what concern us with headquarters being in Ghana? What concern us? Is that what Mohammed is speaking about? Instead of it to talk insecurity of Nigeria, instead of it to address the hunger of Nigeria, instead of it to address the killing of Nigeria, he's talking about Ghana. Automatically, what concerns us with headquarters being Ghana or no Ghana? My brother, presently now, what I'm thinking now, how Nigeria move forward, how the Igbos will continue their investment, how the other tribe will do whatever needful that will benefit to us.
One Nigeria.
One Nigeria. Not now, when I'm about to grow up. Now, those bunch of old men will come and destroy our generation. Not the generation. The youth now, we need to wake up, as I'm saying every day. We need to wake up and room these old men away. Look at President Rabi. What is it? If I was expecting President to remain in London, because he has nothing. He doesn't do anything in Nigeria. What is in the coming there? What is exciting? Let him remain in London. I don't need it in Nigeria here. But by coming here now, my president, a president of the Fulani is not president of Nigeria. That's the president of Fulani. He's the president for Fulani.
You're in Nigeria.
I'm in Nigeria, yes.
He's the president of the Federal Republic.
When the father did not take care of you, he's not the father. If a father did not take care of me very well, what I need is not my father. When he has everything there with him. So he's the problem of this country because he's not really well. I blame him. Insecurity, I blame him. This thing happening in the Southeast is a politics. It's a politics. Not IPOB, not Eastern security. It's politicians, APC plus PDP. They want to destroy that place. So they can declare state of emergency there. But I'm telling you, my brother, like Mohammed saying, Equator, my brother, nothing concerns me. That is not an issue now. Economy is bad. Look at NEPA now. Look at NEPAs. Look at what is going on now. 9 plants grand down.
8 plants.
8 plants grand down. They are printing money. And the governor of Edo State, after the federal government, they are denying it. You can see this government, what they are planning now. A whole Tunubu. People are hungry in Lagos. Go to Munchi, go to this area. People, they are not eating. Now you want to start pouring rice to the north. Who has food already? Is that not, my brother? What is he trying to do? Are you trying to bribe them to give me presidency? No, for me, the next president should go to East. I will stand on them. Let the president go to East. Whether they need, they don't need it, give it to them. You think this will change? Yes, this will change. Not these old men who cannot go to toilet in their houses. They took them to their toilet. Now, why are you taking food to the north? Why we are hungry here?
That's unfortunate.
It's sad. Now, Lai Mohammed, who is Lai Mohammed? I don't want to listen to Lai Mohammed. That one should go away. It's a Lai man. More than no right from his wound, they gave you Lai Mohammed. And he's over liar.
It's Lai Mohammed, not Lai Mohammed.
Lai Mohammed, let him go. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good morning.
I go talk. Good morning.
Buhari is back. What will you say about it? And the president is back from his medical trip. What can you say about it?
He's back. I wait to talk.
He's back.
He's back now.
He's back, yeah.
We not go allow her to rest now. Why not go come back? He go come back. I beg. I don't to go school. Make I go to Atiwa. I speak my Yoruba.
Okay.
Nigeria dey now. Even if you go school, nothing will go take the school do. Na mechanic or tailor. I go take the thing they do. Sherry, ẹ káàárọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń wà. Sherry, ipe bàbá yìí lọ ó padà. Èmi ò rí ọ̀kan tó yẹ kí n lè sọ sí i. But ó yẹ kó padà náà ni. Torí bí ṣe tẹ̀rí yẹn mo kó dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ̀ wà ní diaspora pátápátá. Gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní diaspora mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o. Àtẹ̀yìn bring our girls. Gbogbo oríṣiríṣi group tí wọ́n parapọ̀ láti lé bàbá yìí padà wá sí Nàìjíríà. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín gan-an. Pẹ̀ṣẹ́ gbogbo ìgbádùn tí kò rí gbá ní Nàìjíríà bíbà tó fẹ́ lọ gbá nílùú òyìnbó yẹn. Mo dúpẹ́ pé ẹ jẹ́ kó ṣeé ṣe ẹ̀dá padà wá sílé. Wọ́n á sẹ́ pé ó ti dé báyìí sìn. But àrùn tó gbé dé pẹ̀lú ògo lọ́wọ́ ṣìwà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Ṣé rí ìjọba Nàìjíríà níbi tó ti balẹ̀ ayé èèyàn jẹ́dé báyìí sìn? Ibi tó ti balẹ̀ ayé èèyàn jẹ́dé tí ọba yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Nàìjíríà ayé ẹ̀kọ́ máa bàjẹ́ sí lójoojúmọ́ ni. Ṣòye ń bẹ̀ nígbà tí Boko Haram máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní operate láti gbáyé Jonathan àwọn politicians náà ni wọ́n mú gbogbo kínní ni wọ́n set up fún ara wọn lórí national TV ní channels èèyàn kan dúró ó dìde ó sọ pé àwọn làwọn bring èèyàn kan wá láti Niger Chad ìpè kan wá sí Nàìjíríà láti wá ṣe nǹkan kan fáwọn pé àwọn pè wọ́n ọ̀nà kan contract ni o ìpè ẹ wá sí Nàìjíríà wá ṣe nǹkan báyìí fún wa ọdẹ wà ó ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn fún wọn ọdẹ tún yìí ṣe iṣẹ́ mi lọ ọdẹ sponsor wọn ṣé Nàìjíríà sọjà máa sẹ́kùn wọn mọ̀ nípa gbogbo kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí ni ṣé president wa ló máa sẹ́kùn wọn mọ̀ ni.
wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n mọ̀.
ó mọ̀ gbogbo wọn ni wọ́n mọ̀ ṣèbí iṣẹ́ tí bùrọ̀tà yìí náà ṣe kù ni ẹni tó lè tún gbà á nìsín òun náà tún bẹ́ẹ̀ òun náà tún continue ó tún ṣe lọ so ó ń gbà síra wọn ni so ipe ọjọ́gbẹ́ president fún Yíbò ọgbẹ́ fún Yorùbá kò sí ẹni ọ̀kan tó lè jẹ president sẹ́rí yẹn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kan sọ̀rọ̀ nípa kan pé Yíbò máa ṣe dáadáa kò ní ṣe dáadáa kọ́tẹ̀ ìgbé president kan gbé lọ sílẹ̀ Yíbò sẹ́rí kò sí ẹni tó máa jẹ president ní gbogbo èdè táwọn sọ ní Nàìjíríà yìí ní 2023 tó máa jẹ president ní Nàìjíríà ṣì máa dáa wàláì mo fi Ọlọ́run bá búra fún sẹ́rí yẹn kò lè ẹ́bà da Nàìjíríà yóò lè ẹ́bà da ní 2023 yẹn gan Nàìjíríà yóò lè da because àwọn Haúsá yìí ò ní jẹ́ kó da nísìnyí báyìí sí yìí ó ní òkè àwọn ti accept pé kò ṣe restructuring ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ fún for years o tí wọ́n fún wọn nísìnyí báyìí sí ó ní òkè kò ṣe restructuring wípé kí region control gbogbo kan tó bá ní fúnra wọn pé but presidency yẹn kó má rotate yẹ ẹni tó bá ti jáde náà ni ọmọ tí wọ́n ń ṣe ọmọ pé àwọn pọ̀ ju ẹ̀yà tó kù àti pé nǹkan tí àwọn ẹ̀yà tó kù ń ṣe àwọn ò lè ṣe àwọn máa ń ṣe ọmọ kéékèèké a máa rí tó máa ń vote àtọmọ kókó gbogbo wọn ló máa ń vote even lóyún inú ó ń vote lọ́dọ̀ ọmọ pé kò lè ṣẹlẹ̀ Haúsá náà ló máa padà bọ̀ à ń bẹ̀ so ọmọ pé àwọn ò lè ṣe rẹ̀ so ipe kọ́ gbé presidency lọ sílẹ̀ Yíbò àbí kọ́ gbé lọ sí ibi kan àbí kọ́ gbé kò solve problem Nàìjíríà ohun tó bá solve problem Nàìjíríà ni pé ká pín Nàìjíríà yìí lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà once and for all kí everybody lọ nílùú ẹ̀ that is the only thing tó lè solve Nàìjíríà yìí tó lè solve Nàìjíríà problem kọ́ yọ àdá ti báyìí kọ́ dẹ̀ pín bó jẹ́ mẹ́wàá ló máa wà bó jẹ́ mẹ́fà ni bó jẹ́ méje ni kò bá jẹ́ mẹ́ta kọ́ pín tó bá ṣe fẹ́ pín kí everybody lọ lù ẹ̀. Jamiu Abanikonda.
Thank you. It's a wonderful. Let's give him 1 minute.
A minute.
1 minute. Let's go 1 minute.
My brother, don't be annoyed.
1 minute.
I'm your friend now.
Just air your view.
Hello, my brother.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Anyway, I am Mazi King from Imo State.
Okay.
Wafo. So same time, I heard when you were asking people about insecurity. My brother, they say whatever a man sows is what he will reap. From the one, Buhari say you make good luck Jonathan government ungovernable. And I believe you cannot wish another person bad luck and receive good luck. It's impossible. And same time, I believe Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, this is the time for young people to come up and go for what belongs for them. And I believe we should not allow these old fools to keep on deceiving us. Buhari is now in sick bed in London.
No, he's back.
Okay, he's back. Wow,
He's back.
I don't know.
He's back.
He's back now.
So what you are saying is that we need to take our future in our hands as young people.
Yes.
And make sure we push them out.
Nobody should be calling Sunday Igboho, Nnamdi Kanu, or any other person that he is the person who is causing insecurity in Nigeria. They are the one who is causing the insecurity.
That's the government. Thank you very much, Amazi. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And I want to use this little opportunity to tell Governor of Imo State, what is this called? Hope Uzodinma, to be extraordinarily careful with Rocha Sokorocha. They are dragging the cake that did not belong to them. That cake they are dragging in Imo State did not belong to them. We have known the worth of Rocha Sokorocha and the hope. Hope they give am cake, he wan chop alone. Let him be careful.
Okay.
And he's killing imitate youth. Let him remember, when you are going out, shit in your doorpost. When you are coming back, you are going to meet flies. So it's a warning.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
My brother, you are welcome for
Thank
giving
you,
me the
thank you,
opportunity.
yeah, thank you. It's a wonderful session of bystanders this morning. People had come and they have spoken, and it's a wonderful session. I want to thank our viewers all over Nigeria and abroad for bringing out their time and this opportunity to listen to us, Fliptv. I want to say a big thank you to Michael Adekunle and also boss Fliptv, Biodu Kukolugi. See you next time for another edition of Bystanders on the Newsstand. I am Christian Chuku. Bye for now.